What's going on, people of YouTube? Welcome to a Nintendo Switch news video, or should I say it's related to the Switch, because it has to do with the next machine. Yes, the next machine, I know already. Anyway, Nintendo is already discussing plans on what could happen after the Switch. So could it be a Switch 2? I don't know. I'm assuming it's a Switch successor. I'm thinking it could also be a possible 3DS successor, because they did hint that several months back, saying, well, we might do a 3DS, which I think was more of a backup plan. Like, say the Switch didn't do well, they would do that, but I don't know, maybe they'll do that anyway. But thing is, they said after the Switch, so I don't know why they would wait so long to release a 3DS successor, like 5 years from now. That doesn't really make sense, especially if they're still supporting 3DS, but not as heavily. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm thinking it's a Switch successor, but hey, it's possible. Now, you might be thinking, why are they talking about this? It's way too early. It hasn't even been out for a year. And I kind of agree with that. However, Sony started developing, or at least they were planning out the PlayStation 4 immediately after the PlayStation 3 released. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was even slightly before that. However, I didn't really have internet back then. Okay, I had limited internet back then. I didn't use it a whole lot. Had more than when I was little, but anyway, that's not the point. So not a lot of people. That's like when internet slowly kind of started growing, I guess. 2006. So maybe this is why I don't remember Sony really talking about this. I haven't actually looked up them saying that, which I could have done, but I don't really think I would have found anything. Yeah, so there was no recalls on any public announcement of Sony saying, oh, we're already planning the next console after the PS3. Now, 2 years before, say back in 2011, that was like, okay, yeah, 5 years after the PS3 launched, they could have came out and said, okay, we're thinking about a new console, but stay tuned, we're not going to say anything. You know, that's fine. If Nintendo did something like that 2 years from now, like even preferably over a year, but at least over a year, but preferably 2 years down the line, like 2019 Nintendo after March 3rd or something, Nintendo came out and said this, it's like, okay, fine, yeah. I mean, they didn't really announce anything. They just said, we're just talking. They're just talking out of their ass. That's all. Yeah, and which is fine. They should be talking. However, what I don't like is, okay, so they don't have the online stuff ready for the Switch. I mean, well, they have the main stuff, but they're still planning out like the free games and whatnot. And then it's like, oh, we're gonna delay it. We're still working on the app and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, we're thinking about a new system. So it just makes it sound like they're giving up on the Switch. I mean, yeah, I know, no, they're not giving up on the Switch. But I mean, just reading this out of the blue, it's just someone that's not paying attention to Nintendo, and let's say they know what the Switch is, but they're not paying any attention to the success of it. And they might think, well, I guess the Switch is finished. Now, I don't really think that's going to be a big issue. I don't really think this is going to affect sales or anything. It's just, I think they should have kept that to themselves. You know, they could talk about it, but just to keep it to themselves, at least until some later in 2019. Preferably, like, after E3 or something. Or something like that. But I want to see more Switch and kind of, I kind of want to see the 3DS die just because of the Switch, but at the same time, I don't want the 3DS to die. It's not like I don't like the system. No, nothing like that. I just think they need to focus on the Switch. And then their occasional smartphone games. I mean, don't do that too much, but, you know, yeah. So, anyway, Switch is doing good. Really good. Might make some more videos on it for the new year. Not for the new year, but after New Year's, because today's December 31st. Anyway, so, I think I'm going to next time do, like, my top 5 games of 2017. And without further ado, what do you guys think of this? Let me know down below. I want to thank you for watching. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I know it's a little late now, but Merry Christmas anyway. Um, Let me know what you guys think of this, of the Switch successor. That's probably what it is, but who knows though. And if you want to, let me know what you're doing for New Year's. Maybe I can come over. No, I'm just kidding. This won't even be up in time. Anyway, I'll shut up. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. One more thing I forgot to mention. There's no codename for this, but I'm going to go ahead, assuming it's a Switch successor, assuming they're sticking with hybrid. Who knows, though. Let's say they are. I'm going to go ahead and call this the Nintendo NX2. So, yep, we won't hear much about the NX2 for a while, but another couple of years, maybe. Alright, thank you for watching. I know that was also a lame ending.